This Perp back with another video, and I finally got around to checking out Bagman. Now, this is a PG-13 horror movie, so you should already know how I feel about PG-13 horror movies. But with that being said, this movie I found to be quite fascinating with the premise. So pretty much you have this local legend of this monster that goes around snatching up children, putting them in his little duffel bag. That shit is fucking dope, right? We have our main character, Pat or Patty in this. He's here with his wife, Karina, and his son, Jake, and they're just moving back into his mom's old house, trying to figure things out financially. But something from Pat's past has come back to haunt him. Not only him, terrorize his whole family and also his son. This movie, I will say, has a really dope premise. Like I said, the Bagman himself, really cool concept, really creepy ass kind of aesthetic. My only big, huge issue with this movie is whenever there's a scene where it's shot in the dark, it's way too fucking dark. Like, you could barely even see anything. I'm talking about like season 8 Game of Thrones dark as fuck. Like, you cannot make out what's going on the screen half of the time. I get that it's probably just like a style choice or something like that to kind of make it more spooky or creepy. I just wish that they would lighten it up a little bit, not too much. You don't gotta blind me or anything like that. Just make the scenes a little bit more visible. That was my biggest gripe with this movie overall. I had no real issues with the actual story and even the characters, because I feel like a lot of times in horror movies you have parents, especially parents, that make just stupid ass decisions. They made some quite smart decisions in here for the most part, and I like how they deal with the psychological aspect. Like, it almost felt like a home invasion for a majority of the movie, because you just had the Bagman kind of just antagonizing Pat the whole time, knocking on the windows, making sounds within the woods and whatnot. Really creepy stuff, you know what I'm saying? And even the sound effect of the bag itself was pretty crazy and pretty creepy. I would never expected them to be able to make the sound of a zipper be terrifying. I'm honestly surprised on just the marketing of this movie. Like, there's no marketing for this movie, and it's a shame because it looks like the ending of the movie sets up a possible sequel. Who knows if that will still happen? I would be down for it just because, like I said, I like the lore of this character, the mystery, the design of the Bagman himself, even though it's hard to make out at sometimes, especially when it's dark. I wish it was a little bit more visual, but I get it. You keep your monster in the shadow. You don't want to kind of reveal it too much. And yeah, man, I want to see more of this. I do wish that they had more kids getting snatched up so it could just be a little bit more suspenseful. You only see one kid at the beginning get snatched the fuck up, and you could barely see it. You could barely make it out. That's going to be just a reoccurring thing, and I know it's going to irritate the fuck out of people. But man, I dug this movie for the most part. Is it the best horror movie of the year? No. Is it the most surprising? Yes, because normally PG-13 movies that are horror suck, and they're just not scary. This, on the other hand, may or may not be effective for some people. I would definitely go check it out. You might be the only person in your theater, so it might add to the suspense and creepiness. If you do get around to checking out Bagman, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Did you have a problem with how things were shot? Did it feel too dark to you? Would you be down for a sequel? Let me know. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.